Good morning, everyone. It is day 43 out here. Man, the days just fly by. Yesterday is a good/bad memory that is in the past now. And today is going to be a fairly easy day just because I'm only doing 5 miles or so. And Deb and I have planned this meeting for a while. She's flying up to Boston, renting a car, driving the 2.5 hours up here to see me. So today's going to be a Nero and tomorrow zero. I know I've taken a bunch of zeros, but you know what? I can. It's okay. I don't need to kill myself. Shelter I was at last night, I did stay in the shelter. It was pretty cool. They had it was kind of a lofted shelter on the inside. And, let me see what I got here. Yeah, I don't know how well you guys can see this. I mean, this is rock face, and although this is not straight down, if you hit a spot like that, you're going on your butt. And sometimes even if you don't hit a spot like that, you're going on the butt. All right, I'm gonna, I'm not gonna try this. I'll be back with you in a second. I think it's interesting that they now put wooden stairs in here, although they didn't do them all the way down. Guys, right now my camera is facing straight down at my feet. Okay, this is yeah, I mean, this is some scary shit. If you slip and fall here, you're gonna get hurt. All right, I'll let you know if I make it. Since that last video clip, I've pretty much been going straight downhill. Every now and again I'll stop and snap a picture. Just know that when I snap that picture in between video clips, it's straight up and down. Not totally, but damn near. You can't do anything. You're hanging onto trees, you're hanging onto roots, you're throwing your trekking poles down and crab crawling, and it just it's like it goes on and on and on and on. You come to these short little sections like this with these boardwalks, and these boards seem okay, but some of these boards that I've been walking on in the areas like this are so rotten you're ready to fall in. Oh hell. All right, what the hell? I'm not supposed to be any uphills today. Yeah. It's like the trail saying, hey, you remember me, don't you? I'm here to make your life fucking miserable. You know, yesterday was a hard day. I believe I said in my summary last night that it was the hardest day I've had on trail, and maybe the hardest physical day I've ever had in my life. It took every bit of strength that I had to do that mountain yesterday, and then some. Once you get out here, there's no going back. You have to move forward, and you can't just stop in the middle of the trail. There's no place to camp. You're not allowed to. So you've got to move on to the shelter. And speaking of the shelter, I met the coolest dude last night. He showed up about an hour and a half after I did, and he had just hiked the very same thing that I had just hiked. And I use hike loosely because, as I said yesterday, that was not hiking. That was mountain climbing without a rope. And it's funny because when he came in, we started talking. The words that were coming out of his mouth were the exact same words that I used to describe the trail. Again, the trail loosely. His words were the exact same words that I used to describe what we had done that day, yesterday. And it's like his brain was in my brain. It was weird, but he's a cool dude. I like him. And he's out here just section hiking. I think he told me he's out here until July 7th. He wants to do his best to finish New Hampshire. So he's doing about 10 miles a day like I'm doing. The bad thing is I'm taking a Nero /0 today and tomorrow, and he'll get out ahead of me. However, he doesn't have trail legs. I do. We talked this morning, and deja vu all over again. I said, you know, I would love to hike with you. And he said, you know, I was just thinking the same thing. He said, we're both doing the same miles. And I just like the guy. He's a gardener from New York City. He is one of the many gardeners that takes care of Central Park in New York City. How cool is that, first of all? He's been doing it for a long time. I don't know exactly how long. He didn't really say, but he did say he's been doing it for a long time. And he takes care of what he calls the northern section of Central Park. And we just had a good time chatting last night. I mean, it was it's like we're brothers from another mother. And I'm going to work real hard to try to catch this man. He's the same age I am, 64. And I'm going to do everything I can after tomorrow to try to catch him and hike with him. I think that we can be beneficial to each other. And I just like the dude. He's a cool dude. All right, I'm going to... Yeah, all right, I'm going to try it. If I bust my ass, y'all, it's your fault. I'm trying to keep this video going. Big step, about 3-foot step, and another one. All right. So, today should be a relatively easy day. And I'm chuckling for obvious reasons, because there is absolutely nothing easy about what I'm doing this morning. Yesterday, I probably moved about 1 1/10 mile per hour. Y'all figure that out. I ain't got time. 11.5 miles. It took me a little over 10 hours. So I think that equates to about 1 1/10 per hour. And most of that was taken up in the last 2.5 miles. 1.5 miles coming up, and then a mile getting to the shelter. So, and again, I apologize for the long videos that I'm doing, but again, some people want to see every step of the trail, and I wish I could show it to you. I wish I could go live and have the battery power and the service out here to do that for the ones that want that. But I don't, and it would be difficult. But, so for those of you who don't want to watch these 30 plus and sometimes 40 plus minute videos, just fast forward through them. I know one person out there that puts them on double and triple speed to get through my videos. And I don't think it's because he wants to get through my videos specifically quickly. I think it's because he has more important things to do and other things to watch. But he knows who I'm talking about. All right, got to put this away. It's getting steep. So see you in a bit. Somebody actually carved little steps out of the rock. Not sure how I'm going to get into those with my feet, but I'll give it my best shot. So I'm about a mile in today, and that's it's taken me well over an hour to go that mile, but I want you to look at this. This is coming right down to the trail. I will be following this down the trail for a little while. Yeah. Gotta love it, man. According to my far out, this is going to level off here shortly, and hopefully I'll be able to pick up some time. But the hard part is almost over, but we shall see. I've said and heard that before. So I've come right at 2 miles, just past one of the huts. I'll tell you some more about these huts in just a second, but I want you to check this out. Look at that. That's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. All right, they have a number of these huts. I'm not even sure how many, but through hikers can stay in them. Through hikers can stay in them, but you have to have a reservation. Some of these places have up to 90 beds. You have to make a reservation. I've got to... God, these stupid signs. AMC, you suck. I'm just going to tell you that straight up. You suck. So I'm guessing it's this way. I won't know until I can find a white blaze. There's an old AT sign, so I'm going to assume I'm going in the right direction. I've got a boatload of little kids behind me, and I heard somebody made a snide comment as I walked by, so I guess they didn't like my smell. Yeah. All right, I'm going to put this away. You can see I'm going to need my trekking poles to get through this mess. So we'll talk to you. This is an example of the kind of blazes that I'm seeing out here. You can tell by the tree growth that this blaze has probably been on here for 10 years plus. And this is a brightly painted one. Most of the blazes that I've seen on this trail that are responsibility of the AMC are 20, 25, 30 years old. All right, so I've come 3.8 miles. Got less than 2 to go. I'm on, I don't even know what to call this. This is an actual trail I'm on. Haven't seen this in a few days. I'm getting close to the interstate, I-93, near Lincoln, New Hampshire, where Deb's going to pick me up. She is in the Boston airport getting her rental car, and she should be on her way up to pick me up. And I'm not even sure what to think about this trail. But it looks like it's going to be about this way for the next, well, until I get down to the bottom, so not a big deal. You know, gosh, man, these whites are certainly challenging, and I'm not even to the big ones yet. Mount Washington is the biggest one, I believe. I could be wrong. And that's, I don't know, a week away. I don't really know. The whites are going to be difficult. I knew that coming in. Just like down south, having no clue that the rocks were that bad down there because nobody ever showed them on their videotapes. I don't understand why. I've tried real hard to show the real trail out here, and Moosalok I knew was going to be hard. I knew it was going to be challenging because a lot of people have taken videos of various parts of that mountain, so I knew what to expect. Kinsman, I had no idea. Yesterday and today, coming up Kinsman and going down Kinsman, oh my God. It was extremely dangerous, and I never knew. I knew it was tough because it's in the whites, but I had no clue that it was like that. And, you know, listen, I've done it. I'm through it. And now on to the next one. But the part that makes it, again, so frustrating is just the piss poor job. And in this case, the AMC, I believe it stands for Appalachian Mountain Club. I'm going to double check because I'm tired of bitching about it and not saying anything about it to the people who can do something about it. Now that I'm going to have a day and a half to contemplate things and have time to sit down and send a couple of emails, I plan on sending one email to the Dartmouth Outing Club and another one to the Appalachian Mountain Club. I just don't get why you volunteer to do something and not do it. Why would you do that? I know it looks cool on your resume. I was a volunteer for the AMC doing trail maintenance on the Appalachian Trail. When my guess is you never step foot on the trail a single time to do trail maintenance. Trail maintenance includes cleaning out blowdowns, building trail in places that are dangerous, but most important, if you do nothing else, put a blaze on a tree, put a blaze on a rock, so that the through hikers or the section hikers or even the day hikers know where to go. Not everybody out here has far out. Not everybody can find their way back to the trail when they get lost because of your incompetence. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. Never in my life have I volunteered to do something and not followed through and done it. Never. And I can't understand the mentality that allows people to do that. And you know, it's easy to blame the ATC. Ultimately, they're responsible. And let's face it, the ATC sucks. Whoever's running the ATC, the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, they're clueless. They have no idea what they're doing. There's nobody monitoring what these trail clubs say they're doing. And I don't know if they get funding to paint blazes or to clean up blowdowns. I know they volunteer their time. You know, there's places down south that, man, I saw whole crews out. Whole crews. These are people that took it seriously. These people up here, Vermont, New Hampshire, they don't take it seriously. They just don't take it seriously. They do a lousy job. And if it was just me, then you could just call me a whiner and a complainer. But it's not just me. It's every single hiker out here has the same complaint year after year. All right, I'm going to put this away for a few minutes because going through some fun stuff.